Hey everybody out there in the educator's room world. This is the inaugural episode or webisode of a video log or a vlog that I'm going to call The Struggle is Real. After talking to Fran, the founder and visionary of the educator's room, we were talking about the fact that educators, teachers don't like to complain. We don't like it when our kids complain, and so we don't like to complain. Don't get me wrong, we talk to our fellow teachers about things that are bugging us about the kids, but you know what? When we are struggling in our personal lives or our professional lives, we don't necessarily share that struggle. And I have been through two of the worst years of my life. And certainly before then, I would say that my life wasn't perfect, but it was well charmed. I had a fairly easy going up until the last 2 years, and then I struggled greatly, personally and professionally, the personal eating into the professional, and the professional eating into the personal. So one of the goals of this webcast is going to be that we need to know that we're not alone. We need to know that we all struggle in the classroom and out of the classroom, and because teaching is such a personal and emotional and psychologically draining profession, it is inevitable that when we struggle at work, it then manifests itself at home. And the other way around as well. When we're having personal problems, we try our hardest not to allow it to affect our performance in the classroom. But when you're surrounded by 25 little children, or even 25 big children, it's often really hard to make those, have those lines not blur and not the struggle leak from one to the other. So like I said, this is the first webisode. You're going to see me doing this a lot until I get it right and figure out where I can put my notes without having to make my eyes move from the camera. But I'm not quite there yet. Also, I'm hoping that this clears up. Don't know what that is, but hey, you can see it. And any dermatologist watching, be happy to get some input. I'm also recording from the lap of luxury here in my dining room. You can see, oh, look, there's a portrait of my, let's see, can I do it? There's a portrait of my dogs. Walk. I may change location soon so that the background isn't quite as much of an Easter egg as far as finding things out about my life. So really what I wanted to convey here today is that I also would like my vision for this webcast is for it to be your webcast. Like I said, I certainly have had my struggles. I'm planning on sharing many, many, many of them. Can I get the hair right too? And there may be some that it's going to take me a while to share because of how personal they are or the long-reaching effects that some of them have had. So again, I would like it to be yours. My ideal for this webcast would be that you have ideas for topics for a week or for a week. What are you struggling with? What are your colleagues struggling with? What have you struggled with and you managed to overcome? What do you anticipate struggling with? But again, I would love for it to be viewer-generated topics. You can send in a quick note on an email. You can send in a recording. That would be great because then we can edit it into this, whether it be audio or video. That would be great. I would definitely like this to be something that people watch, people empathize, teachers and educators in general empathize with each other about the struggle that happens in and out of the classroom. So that's just it. I'm going to give you a tease for the next episode, which could very well become more than one episode because it has been quite an episode in my life. And I'm going to talk about part of the struggle I've had over the last 2 years was having gotten laid off and then trying to get back into the game and some of the difficulties that I've had along the way. And again, how that has manifested itself as another obstacle in my home life, in my real life, in my personal life that had to be overcome. So my email is ldarcey, LDARCY, that's LDARCY at theeducatorsroom.com. So please send me some feedback, send me questions, send me stories, extra points and extra shout outs to the people who send a video message. Next time, I will not wear my glasses. I'm not going to be wearing my glasses. That's really weird. I didn't realize how distracting that was. Okay, so welcome to The Struggle is Real.